It's the final day of Terrorcon week, and before we see all the toys come together, I thought we'd look at all the toys, together. When you're a G1 toy that's based off monsters, it's next to impossible to get a modern homage, because really, what toy line could they possibly fit into? Rolling them into Beast Hunters was genius, being the one line where they could get new toys and all they had to do was be a bit more dragony. I think they work well together. You can see the originals in all of them, and they still have unique looks to them. I also like how only one has wings, as opposed to the larger Predacons where only one is wingless. Likewise, the robot modes are also well balanced. All have a unique silhouette that sets them apart, but they still share enough unifying traits to know they go together. That's helped in part by the yellow colors all of them feature. The set also gives you plenty of Cyberverse weapons to play around with. All the pegs and ports they have make it fun to combine weapons in different ways. But that's not what we want to see combined, is it? So let's get on with it. As of this recording, there's no official instructions on how to combine these guys together, but it's not hard to figure out. Windrazor and Twin Strike don't even have to transform in any way. The connection points are all obvious, as is what transforming these guys have to do. For combining engineering, it's relatively clean, though the leg connections are kinda iffy. Fully combined, Abominus certainly lives up to his name, and not in a bad way. Merging together 5 robotic dragon monsters should look like an abomination, all the scarier in my opinion. For the Cyberverse series, Abominus is huge, towering over the Commander class toys, but in reality, he's about the size of a deluxe. Despite the sloppy appearance, there's thoughtful elements to this that I like. For instance, hun-gurr's claws becoming high shoulder points. Also loved how they've used the beast arms and tail as the new chest piece. Clever way of working in a dual purpose to his transformation elements. I like the head too, though I kinda wish it wasn't the same color as hun-gurr's, like if it was off-white like the original, just to help the homage a little more. And before anyone asks, no, he does not scramble combine. The most you can do is switch the arms and switch the legs. So basically it would just look like I mirrored the shot. Which I did here, and you can't tell, that's how little changes. For articulation, technically it's only 4 points. The ball joints on hun-gurrr, which is a real downside if yours aren't all that stiff. It's where I really wish hun-gurrr had been a Commander class toys, where we could have had some sturdier joints. You also get some incidentals, like the hip joints on the arms acting as inward elbows, and hun-gurr's bicep rotation. In particular, Twin Strike's Leo Breaker-esque arm mode is a pretty workable claw thanks to all the ball joints, though I prefer to keep one leg back to look more like a natural hand. The biggest downside are the legs, where the connections don't seem all that sturdy. I feel like the bodies of the legs should peg back together once combined, but they don't quite make it. No articulation down here either, so he ends up very stiff-legged for his size. Upside? Loads of ports for the Cyberverse weapons. This guy can be armed to the teeth. All of them. So the verdict. While I think it's awesome they managed to work in a combination for these guys, I view it as a really cool bonus more than a main feature. The combination's sloppy in areas, and the weight of the limbs might ruin what articulation he has. It's down to luck on the ball joints. Then there's the aesthetic of having monsters for arms that some will dig and a lot won't. While it's something cool you can do with 5 very cool Legion toys, it's a set that really should be bought for those cool Legion toys. So good luck with your beast hunting. They're all worthy toys to track down, and worthy of the name Terrorcons. Even if they're not officially called that.